310. Wait a minute, that's a regular 310 number.
It's Aaron.
310.
Hey,
You
Aaron.
on the air?
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Hey!
How's it going, Melissa?
It's going good.
And you may want to
Kenny.
turn your computer volume down. You may want to turn
I
your computer
just
volume
did.
down. Okay, good.
Cool.
Is that better?
So, yeah, that's much better.
Okay.
Oh, it's after 12 o'clock midnight over there in Germany right now?
12:30 midnight, yes.
You know something? You're a freaking trooper, girl. You're a freaking trooper. Thank you so much for coming here and doing this.
No problem. I'm definitely going to bed when this is over, though.
I bet you there's some guys out there in the audience that wouldn't mind going with you.
You're probably right about that.
All right. So, before we get to the model questions, you are originally from Jackson, California, but you now live in Germany. Why the move from the U.S. to Germany?
My husband's in the military.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So, we are here with Melissa K, a model from Germany. Got your questions, type them on the board, or call in and talk to her. And there's pictures of her on the media board on the third section. The blonde picture up there in the third column, that is her. So let's go ahead and get this interview started. My first question for you, Miss Melissa, is what got you into modeling?
Actually, I just answered a newspaper ad that was looking for a model search. And they were only a mile away from where I was working, so I went over there and I got the job. It was doing promo work for motorcycle events.
All right, we got a question from Fozzie, and he wants to know how long you've been modeling.
About 3 years.
Now, is that 3 years in Germany or in the U.S.?
Just 3 years off and on when I have the free time.
Well, cool. Now, what kind of modeling do you do? Now, is it glamour, swimsuit? What kind of modeling do you like to do?
I do basically just, I don't know, I like to do all different things. I don't get into the nude stuff, that's for my husband, but anything else, like, I'm open to just about everything, as long as I don't have to get naked.
No nudity whatsoever, not even implied, or it's just no nudity, period?
Well, you know, like the hot spots, I won't show that.
Good answer. Now, my next question for you is, if you wasn't modeling, what would you be doing?
Just what I do every day, take care of my kids and be a wife and a mom.
Oh, that's short and sweet. Just got right down to the point. Nice. My next question, that's what I meant to say, my next question, besides your new adopted home, Germany, and of course you are from the U.S. as well, what are some places you like to travel to?
Well, last week, my husband and I, we just went to Prague, and that was really pretty. Their buildings are so old and gothic and gargoyles everywhere, but it's so pretty at the same time. There's just all this horrible graffiti over everything. It was so good but bad all at the same time. But that was really a fun adventure because I went to Prague.
Wow, how about that? We're getting some more people in the chat room, so let me go ahead and say we are live with Melissa K, model, originally from Cali, but now resides in Germany. If you got any questions, keep them coming, or you can call in and talk to her yourself. Feel free to call in, people. Y'all now livers, y'all know the number. I don't need to explain it.
2 kids.
Oh, 2 kids. Oh, you answering a Love Cats question. Oh, okay. And what are their names? What are their names?
Hunter and Lucas, both boys, ages 3.5 and 6 next month.
Nice. All right. So, I'm gonna ask you a question. You are a contestant from Savvy.com, the Is She Hot contest. And of course, I know you already know by now that contest has been on hold due to fixing the contest or something like that. They said I was going to get it done for about 60 days, and it's way past 60 days, and no update or no nothing. What's your thoughts on that contest, the Savvy contest?
Oh my gosh, I had a feeling this question was going to come up. It's definitely frustrating, and I've had a lot of people over the past few weeks try and get me to join other contests, saying like I'm just wasting my time, I can be investing all of that time into other things. And so basically for the past couple of days, that's all I've been doing is just finding these other contests, and I just enrolled in one. That's what I was doing the last couple of hours, trying to stay awake for this, was another one, and it is also supposed to be for $1 million prize, just like Savvy.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that contest is a joke, especially when they're not giving you updates or anything. My next question is from Fozzie, and he wants to know, are you a sports fan? And if so, what sports?
A sports fan? Not really. However, I do watch the Super Bowl, if that counts. I always make sure that I watch the Super Bowl. As far as who I like, my husband is a Raiders fan. However, when I was a cheerleader back in high school, we had to cheer for a practice thing with the 49ers when they were practicing for their preseason. And so I got to go for a ride in a limousine, and that's when it was with, Jerry Rice and Steve Young. They were together, and we went around the parking lot, and we thought we were just so cool. So I would have to say I'm a Niners fan just because I've been in a limo with them.
Well, that's what's up. The 49ers, a lot of people are saying they're in for an improving year or whatever, but we'll see about that with the whole quarterbacks and stuff like that. Now, my next question for you is, what are your parents' thoughts on you modeling? Were they supportive? Were they questioning you? What was your parents' reaction when you said you was gonna model?
Oh, this is a 2-part question. My parents are divorced, and my mom's not the greatest mom role model, so my dad was the one who I was raised with, and when I told him I was doing modeling, he basically just would rather not knowing, so he knows that I do it, but he's never seen any of my work, any of my photos. He knows who I've worked for, but he doesn't ask any questions, and I don't volunteer any kind of information because I'm his one and only little girl, and I guess that's just something that doesn't settle right with him. My mom, on the other hand, Oh, gosh. She tells everyone in the world, oh, my daughter's a model, blah, blah, blah. She's done this and that, and it drives me crazy. But then if she's ever upset with me about anything, it switches around to, why do you want people looking at you like that? And do you know what you're doing? And it's just crazy.
All right. Next question comes from Fozzie, and he wants to know, what does your husband think of you being a model?
He is very, very, very supportive. He tells everybody, you know, my wife's a model, blah, blah, blah. Shows my pictures to his friends. He actually just had me sign a poster to give to one of his staff sergeants the other day, and I was kind of embarrassed because it ended up going to somebody else. Now everybody's like, where did my poster go? And it's just like, he's very supportive.
Nice. That's good to hear. Oh, and we got DX on the line. Yeah, we can hear you, DX. What's happening?
What's up, guys? Hello, Melissa K.
What's up?
Question for you. Have you considered going to like an exotic place, or do you stay mostly close to Germany to do your photo shoots?
Oh, like going different places for photo shoots. Is that what you're asking?
Have you planned to travel to, like, say, go to Spain or Ibiza for a photo shoot?
Okay. Yes, I have. I was actually Spain. It's funny you mentioned that. I was actually invited to go there by a photographer I've previously worked for. He works for Eugenia Swimwear, and they were just in Spain for one of their jams, but my husband had just left for deployment, and I had no babysitters or anything, so I had to miss that. They're down in Mexico right now, which is very far for me to travel from here, but if I had more of free time to go do things, different places, I definitely would.
Okay, one more question. You say you won't do nudity, but what if it was body painting?
What if it was what?
What if they painted your body like a body painting? You know,
body painting.
Have you ever seen body painting pictures?
Yes.
Like
I've actually...
Nightingale or a big...
Yeah, I have turned down 2 offers for body painting. One was in Florida. They were going to body paint me, and then the photographer works with an artist, and he was going to turn it into an oil painting. So it was all expenses paid from California and everything, but I chickened out. I couldn't do it. So the last one I was going to do, this was just in July, and I had already met with the guy, and we had talked about what we were going to do, but then my husband came home from Iraq and surprised me the day before I had to go, so I ended up canceling. But I will be body painted one day. It will happen.
All right. We got a question from MGG32 earlier, and he wants to know, where are you originally from? We all know you're from Germany, but where are you originally from?
Born and raised in Northern California.
Northern California. Cool. All right. Next question. This is a question that I always ask models on here. What makes you blush?
What makes me blush? Wow.
Yes.
What an interesting question. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Probably I'm kind of a klutz, and so sometimes I'll just walk into a wall and everybody will see me and they're like, they just start laughing, and it's kind of embarrassing because I know the wall's there, but it's still I somehow managed to hit it. So that definitely always makes me blush.
Right. Next question is from Fozzie, and he wants to know, what do you think of the media and their portrayal of models?
Oh, I kind of stay out of it. I don't really fall into that kind of category because I'm not 5'7" and anorexic, and that's what the media makes most models to be. You don't ever hear about the glamour people or the bikini people. They're usually shorter and, you know, weigh at least 100 pounds, not 80 to 90, and tall and unhealthy looking. So I think they need to, you know, not be so harsh on people.
Right. You know, they like I said, man. Unless they're in your shoes, they can't say nothing. You know, unless they know what you're going through. They, you know, as far as trying to be in shape and posing pictures and all that stuff, you know, they can't say anything. So that's how I see it. And speaking of being in shape, do you exercise? And if so, how much?
Oh gosh, the only time I have ever exercised is when I was in the Army and forced to wake up at 5:30 for physical training every morning. I have not exercised since then, and I have been out 4 years next month, so I do not exercise. To answer the next question that will be asked, why do I look like this? I can't say anything except for good genes and a high metabolism. I'm just lucky.
Wow. Hell, if I can be like that, then not do exercise and look the way I look, hell, I'll be happy too. I don't worry about doing nothing. Hey, Rocket Man, everyone who's entering the room. What's up? My next question, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? You still think of doing the modeling, you know, going back to the U.S.? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
In 5 years from now, I will be 30 years old, and I'll be 30. That's enough said right there. Definitely will be back in the States, hopefully on the East Coast. I've spent too much of my life on the West Coast, definitely like the East Side. Want to see more of it. Hopefully I will have started a real career by then. I will not do modeling for full time because eventually you're going to get old and wrinkly and not so pretty anymore. So what are you going to do then?
All right. Question from Chaos, and he wants to know, how long have you been in Germany, and can you speak some German?
Okay, we've been here almost a year, and I will count to 10 for you guys. Here it goes.
Count to 10 in German?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and start from the beginning. I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There you have it. You just heard the numbers 1 through 10 in German.
That's about all I know.
Can I ask a question?
Go right ahead, DX.
Melissa, do you plan to have any more tattoos added to you? And what kind of tattoo would you be looking to add?
Oh, no more tattoos for me. I've got a lot as it is now. If I were to add anything, I have my husband's name on my ankle, and I would like to somehow intertwine my boys' names in with it, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
All right. Let's see. My next question for you is, what do you think is your best physical attribute?
Probably my eyes. Let me say, okay, my eyes and my eyebrows. I know that sounds weird, but unlike a lot of other females, I don't pluck my eyebrows. I've never done it. I've never had them waxed or anything. So I'd have to say my eyes and my eyebrows.
Wow, that's the first I ever heard anyone say that the eyebrows is a attribute. I mean, wow, that's a first.
Because I don't have
my
to
next
do anything to them.
Right. So, my next question for you is, you've been in Germany for about a year now. What are your thoughts about being there and the whole culture and stuff like that? What are your thoughts on their culture, the way that they live and stuff like that?
Hold on, I'm coughing. Sorry, I'm getting over bronchitis.
Oh, not only are you staying up late, but you have bronchitis? Wow.
It's okay. The German culture, so far everybody I've met has been nice to us. A lot of people say that the Germans hate Americans. I have not run into anybody that has shown that they hated us in any kind of way. Where we're at, we get a lot of support from them, actually. And they're really big on Christmas, which is really fun. There's giant Christmas markets and Christmas fairs and Christmas trees everywhere, and everything is decorated and just beautiful at Christmas time everywhere you go.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. What is the one thing that you like about Germany that U.S. don't have?
Oh, okay. There are these croissant rolls, but they're filled with fudge. They have fudge drizzled over the top of them. Every Sunday we go to a little local cafe here, and we get fudge croissants. So I will definitely miss my fudge croissants when I have to go back to the States.
Yeah. Okay. So when is the next time that you're coming back to the U.S.? Will it be in time for Thanksgiving or Christmas?
I was just there over summer. I was there for 3 months while my husband was gone, so we won't be going back anytime this year. If we get into a new unit, which we're trying to do at the moment, we could be home as early as February of next year. Otherwise, we'll be here in Germany for another 2 years. So it's kind of up in the air right now.
All right. My next question is, I know you are in the SugarLoot.com contest. Why don't you tell us a little about that?
SugarLoot is it's not just for modeling. It's all different kinds of things. You go on there and you post up pictures of whatever the contest is running for, and they usually give out prizes to whoever wins. The hottest girl contest is it's every every 3 months, and the prize for this year or this month is a $200 gift certificate to MAC Makeup. Last time it was $200 gift certificate to Victoria's Secret, and it's just a quick, easy way to get a little bit of something that you might need.
Nice. Let me see. For those who just entering the room, as we get to the top of the hour, we are live with Melissa K, model originally from North California, but now resides in Germany. being that your husband is in the Army, I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on this whole war situation and how it's being handled? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I had originally gone into the Army while war had begun. So I went into it knowing what could happen and what the possibilities of being deployed were. I didn't have to go, luckily, because I ended up getting pregnant and got out of the military. It was a big decision when we had decided that my husband should go in, because I was lucky enough to not make it to deployment, and now we knew that he was going to be going, and he did, but he's home safe. As far as the actual war, I'm at a loss. It's been going on for so long now. Something needs to happen because it hasn't happened yet. So we're either going to stay there forever or everyone's going to come home. And I think a lot of it's going to have to do, of course, with whichever new president is. They both have different ideas on what they're going to do. So we'll see what happens.
All right. What's happening there? Stony. What's happening? My next question for you is, if you can give anyone advice on modeling, what would it be?
Just to be yourself. Really, it's not something you can do if you're not comfortable doing it. You have to be comfortable with your body, the way you look, how you smile, how you frown. If you have any kind of insecurities whatsoever, it's going to be something that's going to be hard for you to do. You have to be very confident with yourself, who you are, and how you portray yourself to be. And, if you're not in a good mood, your pictures are not going to come out good. If there's anything going through your mind, it's going to show through your pictures. So you just kind of got to relax, be yourself, and most of all, just have fun. That's the only reason I do it. I think it's fun.
Yeah, just so.
Can I ask a question,
basically, sure, DS, go out here, man.
Sorry about that. You were saying about pictures. Now, I saw a picture of you in the river. How relaxing was being in that water? Was it cold, or was it a nice picture to be?
That river is the Mokelumne River in Northern California, and it is just basically melted snow that is coming from the mountains up top. That water never gets warm, never even gets lukewarm. It's freezing, and it was very, very cold. My legs felt like they were going to fall off. They were so numb. It was horrible. So it's another reason I want to go back to the East Coast, because the water is so much warmer over there than it is on the west side.
All right. My next question for you is, what are some of your favorite models?
Who are some of my favorite models?
Yes.
Oh, I don't think I can say I have a favorite model. I guess if you're in the industry and you're good at what you do, then more power to you. I'm not real into, I don't exactly have a role model of who I want to be like or who I think is the best. It's just you do something and you do good at it. I can't really say I have a favorite.
All right. Well, let me ask you a question about one model in particular, Janice Dickinson. Do you think her antics help or hurt people that are modeling? What's your thoughts on Janice Dickinson?
Wow. I don't know if this is going to come as a surprise or not, but I don't even know who she is. That's a name I'm not familiar with.
Oh, you never heard of Janice Dickinson?
No.
Oh, well, she's the quote-unquote world's first supermodel, and she could be a crazy chick at times, but she's pretty well known. Yeah, she's a one crazy broad. You can Google her, and you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, she owns her own modeling agency, so she's pretty well known. Pretty well known.
Look her at the back to you on that one.
All right, now let's get to some fun questions. Like, what are some of your favorite TV shows?
American Idol.
Oh God, American Idol. Hey, the only reason I watch that show is to see Simon Cowell make fun of the people.
That might be why I like it so much, because I definitely cannot sing, but I love that show.
Yeah, that's the only reason I watch it is just to see Simon make fun of people. And no, that's not my favorite show, TCP. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't like that show whatsoever. I wish it never existed, but because of Simon, I actually watched the show. All right, Chaos. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Take it easy, man.
Bye, Chaos.
Okay, so who's your favorite whatchamacallit, your favorite American Idol contestant, I should ask?
Favorite American Idol contestant? Ooh, if I could remember her name, she was from this last season. She made it to the finals but didn't last very long. Forget her name, but she was a voice impersonator. She was able to impersonate Britney Spears and Carrie Underwood to the T, and I thought she was really great, but she didn't make it, so maybe she'll be back.
Wow, I don't know that person's name, so I'm not so sure. I think I know what you're talking about, but I haven't. I don't know the person's name. So
I can't remember her name.
Yeah, man. People, if you got any questions, keep them coming, or call in and talk to Melissa. You know what? Because of your bronchitis, I normally make the interview last about an hour, but I think we're gonna end it about a quarter after the hour, which will be 1:15 your time, so that you can at 1:15. Yeah, we're gonna shorten the interview so that you can get your sleep, and hopefully you will feel better. So that's about 10 more minutes for now. So keep the questions coming, people. Keep the questions coming. My next question for you is it me out here like a static or a background or something? I think I've been hearing that the whole show. Do you hear like a echo or something like that, Melissa?
No.
Then I guess it's me. Hold on a second. In and out. Or I don't know. I guess DX hear it, but I don't.
No, I don't hear anything.
No, okay. Just want to ask.
No, it's only you, Ken.
Alright. Yeah, it's always me. Anyone with a messed up computer and stuff, it's me. Blame it on Kenny. Alright, so anyway, my next question, what is your one hidden talent? What's your hidden talent, Melissa?
Oh, I don't really consider it to be a talent, and it's definitely not hidden, but I love dancing. Everywhere I go, I hear music and I'm dancing.
You know, that wasn't hitting him right. He had some nice moves there. That was nothing hidden about that YouTube video. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was some good dancing.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Do you plan to make other videos as well, Melissa?
One more time, what was that?
I kind of got in there. Do you plan to make other videos, or was that just a one-time shot?
No, I will. I will definitely make more videos. I'm trying to get my own webcam. That one was done at my friend's house on her webcam. I have 3 webcams, but none of them work on my computer because we just got a new computer and none of them are up to date. So we have to buy a new one.
Yeah. Oh well. Maybe next time you come to this show, you can get yourself a cam. I have a cam myself, but every time I get on cam and do this damn show, I end up choppy. So I just think of the audio, not the video. So, you know. So what do you want to accomplish other than modeling? Is there anything in particular, like acting or fashion designer? What else do you want to accomplish besides modeling?
Actually, I would one day like to own my own salon. Not necessarily just where you go and get your hair, nails done, but like more of a spa resort where you go and you get everything. You get your hair, your nails, your makeup, massage, tanning, anything that you can do to pamper yourself. I would like to own a place where people can go and just relax and be totally pampered.
Nice. And you want that in Germany or the U.S. for this salon?
In the U.S. for sure. I don't plan on staying in Germany any longer than I have to.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Why don't you tell the people, or since you're in the chat room, why don't you go ahead and type down your MySpace link so that, you know, people can send you friend requests and stuff. Right? Or at least you can say it out loud. I believe it's myspace.com/model_Melissa K. Oh, and DX already beat you to it. There's the link right there. And, yeah, Melissa type it as well. Yeah, you gotta be a beat early, man. DX, get them links done.
He's on top of it.
Yeah, so there's the link there, myspace.com/model_Melissa K. Go out and send her a friend request. And she does have a profile here on Now Live, so go ahead and add her to your friends on there as well. So good times. We're gonna go ahead and get to one of the favorite parts of the show, and I think this is your first time doing a radio interview. Is that right?
This is the first time I've done a radio interview online. I've done one radio interview before, but I was actually at the radio station on air, so it's quite a bit different.
Okay, well, normally before our guest leaves, they got to do some station ID for us. So if you can do that before you have to get out of here and get some sleep, we'll definitely appreciate that.
What is? I don't understand.
Okay, let's start with the easy one, the station ID. Just pretty much you giving us a shout out, and on a count of 3, Jeff and I would like for you to say, "Hey, this is Melissa K, and you are chilling with Jeff and Kenny C on NowLive.com." Let's start with that.
You got it.
On the count of 3. 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Hey, this is Melissa K, and I hope y'all are enjoying the show. Here chilling with Jeff and Kenny C live.
Nice. You brought your own twist to it. I like that. All right. Yeah, because everyone just say the same old, but you brought your own twist to it. That was pretty good. So, now the second one we want you to say, and this is towards Jeff, and this is actually where he is. On the count of 3, Jeff would like for you to say, I love bald-headed and goatees.
Bald-headed and goatees.
Yeah, you don't have to mention your name on this one. Just simply say, I love bald-headed and goatees.
Okay.
On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
This is Melissa K, and I definitely like a nice haircut with a pretty good trimmed goatee.
Wow. Now, Jeff, did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
Jeff... and your thoughts on that, sir? And your thoughts on that?
That works for me, brother. It's okay, that works for me, even though I am a bald-headed goatee guy.
All right, and now for the last one, and this is pretty much the hard part, me trying to explain it. So I'm going to go ahead and get straight to it. On the count of 3, I want you to say, Kenny C is my sexual chocolate.
Kenny C is the best.
Oh, that works too. Whichever you prefer, the best or sexual chocolate, it doesn't matter to me. On a count of 3, you say what you want.
You got it.
1, 2, 3.
Kenny C is the best.
I took the shortcut.
When it comes to sexual chocolate.
Oh, damn, that was good. Nice. All right. So, Jeff, you got some editing to do, brother. You got some editing to do. Melissa, we're going to go ahead and let you get some sleep. I know you got bronchitis, so we're going to end this interview. So you go ahead and get yourself some sleep, and we want to thank you for staying up nearly an hour and 15 minutes with us. I know it's like 1:15 in Germany right now, so you need to get some sleep. Thank you again for stopping by. You know, you're always welcome to come back and hang out with us.
Thank you for having me.
You have a good all right, cool. Go ahead and we'll let you go. You have a good evening, or better yet, have a good sleep.
A good sleep. I'm going to bed.
All right, sounds good. You take care.
All right, thank you. Bye.